so you don't have to.
And welcome back to Cast Iron IronCast, the news desk of Cast Iron IronCast.
Stuff.
Today we're talking about immigration. That's a rabbit hole, and
can be, yes.
But it's also a fun topic, you know, because it's been in the news lately. So yeah, well, I guess we'll just dive right in. We have a bowl of popcorn and our plushies. So.
And the chocolate chip cookies somewhere else.
Yes.
You'll have to go get me one in a little bit.
Fine. I'll retrieve some from you too.
So, immigration. As of the latest, well, should we start at the beginning or go backward from current?
I don't know.
Seems like backward seems like it'd be a bit awkward, but I
Okay,
don't know
well,
what the
let's start
context. I don't know what.
Well, okay. There were, when I was, doing the thing, it came up with a word that I actually have not ever seen in print. Immigration with an E. So no. Yeah.
Immigration.
Yeah.
The
like
leaving.
The leaving of your country
Yes.
versus you're entering someone else's country.
Immigration versus immigration.
Yes, there you go. It's more. It's not the I immigration. It's the E.
Yeah.
And so of course.
Immigration, immigration.
We all immigration?
Conflagration. Okay.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. But, and it also said it in, close to that same word was the fact that the United States is the most popular destination of immigrant. And so if you feel like you have to leave your country and you want to enter another country, why does everybody want to come here? And why do they want to leave the other place? Because you got to want to leave the other place first.
But we can't say that because that's racist.
Oh, is that racist or politically incorrect?
Well, remember during the election cycle when Trump called them poop hole countries?
Oh yeah.
No, apparently I missed that bit.
Yeah.
Yep, that was the thing.
And he said they're leaving these countries because they're in bad shape.
Right, the countries are, yeah.
And everyone's like, oh no, you can't say that. Well, then why do they want to come here?
Right. Well, I mean, what makes them
They're
look here and go, oh, I have to leave where I am and I have to go there.
But then there's a lot of people wanting to leave here too.
But they don't, which is interesting. The people that are here that say, oh, I must leave this country, it's so horrible. They don't leave, they stay here. Why? That's the big question. And so regardless of race or ethnicity or economics, all of those things, why do they feel like they have to come here versus where they are? That's my big question. I mean, because something's got to be wrong in the place where you are. Maybe. If you want to, or maybe it's not horrible, but that place offers hope. It's better.
Free stuff.
Looks free stuff or freedom, depending on what your bent is. I don't know. I don't think I'm as biased as people would like me to think I'm biased. But when I look at other countries and how their governments rule and how their politics are and how their economics are, even though they're awesome places, I'd love to go visit a lot of these places, but I don't want to live there. I don't even want to go to Colorado to live there. I just want to visit.
Wyoming's like Colorado, but a little less of the weird stuff.
Wyoming, I don't know. I think Wyoming, and this is just my humble opinion from having been there and I have family that lives there. There's a whole lot more, I'll call it independence, that sort of freedom in Wyoming than Colorado.
It's like incognito Colorado, lesser known. But
maybe.
The same kind of scenery, I guess.
Aren't they still like, I'm gonna look it up now. Aren't they Republican?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't have a lot of the immigration from California. So.
No, they don't. Well, and that's why I wouldn't call them even a cognito. I wouldn't compare them to Colorado, because Colorado is very woke, very liberal, very democratic.
That's
as
what
a
I'm
rule.
saying. If you want the scenery without the politics.
That I would agree with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because Wyoming has the scenery without the horrible politics. And what I see from, I also have a set of friends that lives on the west part of Wyoming. And both, it's Laramie and Cody. And when I drive into those places, it's like, all right, this is closer to the old west.
Yeah.
You know, and it really is. And their mindsets are very set on freedom and liberty. And it really does create just a totally different environment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful too. It really is. It's a beautiful place to explore. And that's where I've gone. People that are ruling Colorado, pay attention. That's why I've chosen to go to Wyoming the last few times, because I don't sense the oppression of the people as much in Wyoming.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, in my next travels out west, I may put Wyoming on the map instead of Colorado, because I want to get my cowboy on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in an old west phase, so.
And if I'm not sadly mistaken, because this just in the back of my mind, I may have it incorrect, so don't take me for absolute certain, but that's where actual cowboying started, like rodeos started.
Oh, really?
In Wyoming. They brought people from Hawaii who were used to driving wild cattle from the mountains down, the volcanic mountains, down the mountains into the ranches. And so they were very skilled cowboys. They weren't, I don't think they were really called that quite yet, but so they imported a bunch of them up into Wyoming to drive the cattle.
Horses,
or horses.
I don't imagine they use horses to do that, because then horses aren't native to Hawaii.
Maybe not. I don't know. I can remember. Let me see. No, I can remember this was after they had gotten horses. Apparently. I don't know the whole story. I've got a book. It's like Hawaiian cowboy type book. And it shows the origin of how they ended up being pulled into America with the horses and competing in Wyoming.
That's cool.
So, I don't know. It's I should look up the book and like put it in the comments or something, because it's a very interesting book.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so.
Anyway.
Rabbit track.
Anyway, so immigration, why are they coming here, I guess was the question we kind of landed on previously.
What do they say here that they don't find where they are to make the move?
A lot of defenders of open borders would say they're coming here for economic opportunity, which is true. They see a lot of jobs here that they couldn't get down there, or they can make some money here and send money back to wherever they came from, their families, whatever, and make money here and then eventually go back. Which is why you'll see sometimes them sharing houses with a bunch of people, right?
Yeah, a bunch of people in one house. Yeah.
Limiting expenditures here, sending money out of the country, which is a net drain on our economy.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's the incentives. If you're going to have medical issues, come here. They'll give you free health care at the taxpayer expense. You have to pay nothing for it. You just go to the ER for every. You have the sniffles. Go to the ER. They can't turn you away.
Right.
And then you just ghost on payment. You want a free cell phone? Yeah, come on. You want to have a kid and then want to make him a U.S. citizen? Well,
here you go.
Yeah, come here in month 8 and then have a kid. They're your anchor baby. Right? So a lot of opportunities here that we are allowing ourselves to give at taxpayer expense.
Right, I was getting ready to sacrifice your own citizens.
Yes, to try and take care of the world.
To try to take care of another segment that should be another country's responsibility to help. But
I think a lot of this comes from the post-World War II mindset of, we didn't have, like, okay, World War II destroyed a lot of the world. Europe, no capacity for manufacturing. Japan, no capacity for manufacturing. China didn't have it yet. Russia was just barely in its infancy, and they took a lot of losses during World War II. So we were really the only place in the world that had manufacturing capability, and a lot of, England even, they took a big hit. That was untouched. None of our stuff here got destroyed, and we actually increased in capacity. So we said, okay, we'll be nice, we'll kind of foot the bill for the post-World War II consensus, and we'll build you up Europe, we'll build you up Japan, we'll help everyone we can, strengthen them, and we'll take care of the world. We'll be the world peacekeepers, we'll take care of the oceans. It's on us, because we can, they couldn't. And I think that mindset has kind of stuck around until now, in that we feel, because we're the #1 exporter of money, basically, foreign aid. We're giving money to every country on the planet, pretty much, I think. I could be wrong on that, but we're giving tons of money to every country, nearly. Even if...
While your own people suffer.
Yeah, well, okay, for no real return, because we think we owe it to the world. Oh, you're poor, well, let's give you some money. Charity's nice, but what do we really owe the rest of the world for existing?
Well, and that should be something that's taken care of individually, not by force. Because right now it's forced charity, because those who are paying taxes are forced to give charity to another country.
Right. Instead
of the individuals taking responsibility for their giving. And that would keep it primarily locally. I mean, we all now have the option of sending money overseas, but it was at your choice, not with threat of imprisonment.
Yeah.
Because if you don't pay those taxes that turn into that charity, well, you get thrown in jail or fined or whatever.
Well, it's also assuming that everyone in the world shares the same mindset as the United States and the Anglosphere, basically. U.S., Australia, Europe. English-speaking Europe, I guess. In that we take care of pretty much most of our infrastructure, and we like to build things, and whereas you see a lot of the times when we go to a poor country and we build them a water system. Oh, you don't have clean water, let's fix that, we're going to help you. And they're like, okay, great, and it works for 2 years.
And we don't maintain it.
We build it, we tell them how to work it. Very simple. Okay, just keep the filter clean, and provide it power, and just do some basic maintenance, and you're set. Right? Bye. We come back in 2 years, the thing's not working. They've robbed the pipes for copper, and the thing's a mess. Okay. It's not working anymore. So we build it again. They steal the copper out of it, and the wiring's all gone. And it's like, okay, at a certain point, we're just forcing.
You're enabling.
Yeah. And if they don't want it, don't make them have it.
Right.
They're not going to take care of it. Well, I'm sorry, that's just a difference we're going to have. If you don't want to help yourselves, we're not going to force you to have these standards.
Right.
Okay. Right. So I think that's kind of a mindset we have as a country, and as the Anglosphere. Actually, kind of originates in British imperialism. We're going to civilize the world by force, whether they like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
And it's our responsibility as the empire takers, the empire holders, to maintain the empire in these remote places. Well, now they're on their own.
Yeah.
We don't have an empire anymore.
No.
As former British colonials. So
Well, and a lot of those other places have now industrialized.
Yes.
They've got economies of their own, support of their own.
some of them do,
Yeah, so that attitude should change.
yeah.
The imperialistic type help everybody attitude, that should change. And especially, and I know I've said it already again, especially if your own people are suffering. And by that, I want to clarify, because I said something like that earlier. When I say because your own people are suffering and we should be responsible, that does not mean the government should be responsible for babysitting their people.
No.
They should be what are government's basic instructions? What are they supposed to do? They're supposed to defend. And what's that second one? There's a second one.
Provide for the common defense.
There you
go. General welfare.
Uh-huh.
I think that's mainly the two.
Yeah, I think it's just the two.
There might be one more in there, but I'm forgetting. But
and even that wasn't supposed to mean general welfare. Didn't mean welfare.
No, it's commonly misunderstood.
Commonly misunderstood. Government should have very limited input into our lives, and if there is charity work to be done, we're supposed to do it ourselves, and even the church, they tend to act like the government as if they are responsible. As a government, as a religious governing body.
I've heard organizations have words on that.
They should not even be replacing the individual responsibility of us to look around us and say, this needs help, whether you're listening to God or, just your own common sense. If you're looking, I need to help that person, then do it. If everybody did that, if even 80% of us did that, you wouldn't have all of the, what is the word? Perpetuated poverty. Because there would be individuals doing the work of that.
Yeah.
So bad me if I don't.
Well, go back to the idealistic times of, 19th century America, when the church kind of was the government in a lot of towns.
Yes.
Was it so bad? I've heard people say that, and maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Not legally speaking, but not the church wasn't the government here in America.
Uh-huh.
That was not the case. It wasn't England and other places, but I'm saying they were very closely tied, right? So the small town, everyone went to church on Sunday, right? And in the schoolhouse / church, and people, they identified a problem. Hey, so and so has had some rough times lately. Hey, let's as a community go and help them. Right? Let's take an offering for them. Make guys, gals go home, make them some food or whatever, and and take it to them and help them through this rough time. And they tried to get back on their feet as soon as they could, and
there's an interesting term that we used to call that, a free will offering.
Yes.
That is the good kind of community working together. Individuals coming together to support something. And it did happen to be under a religious structure. So I don't have any problem with that. I think it's the abdication of personal responsibility of the individuals to the church, saying, I don't want to do it. I'm going to give money here, and they can do it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I mean, that's the mindset that gets messed up.
Then it becomes the government, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, and people would, it's like, at least nowadays, you talk about, going back to that, it's like, you start talking about, that sort of, like, talking against the separation of church and state and things like that, you're going to get a lot of backlash for, like on it's like, you want, Christian nationalism or a theocracy and all that kind of thing. It's like, why can't you just have the goodwill without it having to require the religious organization or whatever?
Well, because the religious organization, when everyone, kind of like Franklin, the lady asked, is commonly known, what form of government have you given us, Franklin? A republic, if you can keep it. What he was meaning was, and actually was it him? That shortly after that, or was it Jefferson, that said regarding that, this form of government is only good, this Constitution, this Declaration, is only good for a moral people, basically a Christian people. If you don't have the underlying set of values that encompasses Western civilization, it's not going to work, right? Don't kill people, don't steal from people, don't lack fidelity, don't, basically the 10 Commandments, more or less. Love your neighbors yourself, and, you don't have to love God first, I guess, but, it's nice if you do. As long as you act like a Christian outwardly, believe what you like, but, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have the basic moral structure,
Yeah.
and everyone can function as a society together. But, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just the whole, it's like, can't you just be moral without needing religion to tell you to be moral? It's like,
we wouldn't have known.
It's like, can't you just be moral?
John Adams, our Constitution was made only for immoral and religious people.
Yes.
Is that the quote you're talking about? Yeah.
John
Okay.
Adams.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have anything to say about that.
Anyways, this is kind of a tangent off of immigration, I guess, but.
Well, I don't know that it is, because it doesn't sound very moral or religious to say undocumented immigrants or illegal immigrants have broken the law, they need to go home and do it right. That doesn't sound very compassionate, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is very much so. Do it right. Prove that you're worthy of being a citizen of a different country, and just follow the laws. And, he's over there snickering because I don't follow all the laws either.
I was more laughing at it. It was like, prove that you are worthy to be in our, our mighty state.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, Starship
I believe
Troopers. Citizen by service. Fight the bugs. Become a citizen. Anyway.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a surprising amount of discourse around Starship Troopers, because between those who think it's, satirical and those who think that it's serious, But
I don't know what is. I know
only know kind of the general
the show,
kind of
but
idea.
I never saw it.
I never saw it. I just saw
Okay.
this. But the premise is, you can become a citizen of the basic, the world government by serving the military, which we have.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We do that here in the U.S.
Well, Israel does that.
Yeah,
As a citizen,
that's true.
you must serve. Was it 2 years in the IDF?
Well, as a
Please.
citizen, but
As a citizen.
I guess Americans from certain countries, you can become a citizen by serving in the military.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's a program for that,
Cool.
mainly
There's a
from the
thing
U.S.,
for
but
that.
also other countries too.
Well, that's legit.
But so giving a lot of free stuff, a lot of your country's resources to foreigners, and saying, "Come on in, we're going to give you some stuff." That sounds compassionate to the rest of the world, but is it? Is it compassionate to look at your own child and say, "Well, I could give you this loaf of bread to eat, and it'll last you through the week, but also there's this guy down the road who's who's got some stuff in his own house, but he wants to come here, so I'm going to give this bread to him, and you're going to have to figure it out." And the kid's like, "I live here."
Yeah, exactly.
I'm your kid. You owe it to your child to take care of them. You don't owe it to the neighbor to take care of them. If you can, but tiered, right? Child comes first, then community, or then neighbor, then the guy in the next state, then the guy in the next country, right? If you can.
That would be the responsible thing to do.
Yeah.
And you want to throw in, how do you put this? You also discipline your child if they're doing something that's harmful to them or to you or to, a sibling. You discipline them and you restrict privileges, and the same thing should happen if you don't come the proper way into the United States. There's discipline, And it's by law. So if we are a nation of laws, then you have to follow the existing law, no matter what it is. So if you,
no matter what it is.
well, okay, we'll qualify that with a libertarian mindset. Okay,
Wear the mask.
don't obey your government just because they said so. Okay, quit poking hole in my arguments. But
no one cared who I was until I took off the mask.
yeah. So discipline. Go back, do it the right way, and then be accepted as worthy of living in the greatest country that I know of.
Yeah.
So yeah.